We've been pretty excited for Ocean's 8 and its all-female cast, though going by the first reviews, all those expectations may have been too good to be true. Yep, the verdict is in on the Sandra Bullock-fronted reboot, and the general consensus is that a movie with such potential has proved to be a bit of a disappointment. Ocean's 8 sees Bullock's Debbie Ocean, brother of the original series Danny, assemble a team to rob the Met Gala, and she's supported by a stellar lineup including Cate Blanchett, Helena Bonham Carter, Sarah Paulson and Mindy Kaling. Advertisement. Continue reading below. While particular praise has gone to the cast, particularly Anne Hathaway and Awkwafina, there was criticism of the movie as a whole, many calling it a wasted opportunity. To be fair, it wasn't all bad, some critics arguing it was one of the best in the series following on from the George Clooney-fronted trilogy. We'll just have to judge for ourselves, but here's what the critics are saying in the meantime. Empire. Plot-wise, Ocean's 8 cleaves closely to the tenets of heist movie lore but does little to enliven or tweak the formula. It lacks the jazzy swagger of Soderbergh's trio but delivers a fun, likable romp built on the charm and charisma of its cast. The Hollywood Reporter. In such an atmosphere of pomp and sophistication, there's entertainment value in following the female crew as they weave among the glitterati, either disguised as staffers or hiding in plain sight as guests, carrying out the precision-timed plan with quick-thinking resourcefulness, if not much in the way of glitches to fuel any real tension. But there's also something dispiritingly mechanical about the movie that makes it seem a missed opportunity. Advertisement. Continue reading below. The Guardian. The lifeless direction, the unrefined script, the underwhelming cameos, the distinct lack of fizz. There's a slapdash nature to the assembly of Ocean's 8 that makes it feel like the result of a rushed, often careless process. It's made watchable thanks to the cast, but star power alone cannot mask creative inadequacy. Stealing a diamond necklace is bad, but wasting an opportunity like this is unforgivable. Variety. Sandra Bullock strides through this movie with the debauched insolence of a hungry criminal who has elevated thievery into an ideology. Her Debbie doesn't just want to be rich, she wants to be spiritually sprung, under no one's command. Somewhere out there, Debbie tells her team, there's an 8-year-old girl dreaming of becoming a criminal. You're doing this for her. Ocean's 8 is a casually winning heist movie, no more and no less, but like countless films devoted to the exploits of cool male criminals, it lingers most, and not just for 8-year-olds, as a proudly scurrilous gallery of role models. Fox. Make no mistake, Ocean's 8 isn't particularly ambitious, in either that goal or its execution. The writing has a few holes, and Gary Ross's direction never raises above the level of workmanlike, and doesn't come close to Steven Soderbergh's stylish work on 2001's Ocean's 11. The right people have been hired, and everyone is where they're supposed to be. That level of planning makes the heist in Ocean's 8 run fairly smoothly. As for the film itself, similarly curated with care, it gets the job done without ever being one for the record books. The idea of a spin on the breezy Ocean's capers featuring an all-female cast is a great one, and the crew assembled here represents an octet of terrific screen presences. So terrific, in fact, that it's hard not to mentally leap to how great the movie could have been while it amiably spins its wheels. It's not a waste of time, but it does feel like a wasted opportunity. Screen International. A promising cast led by Sandra Bullock and Cate Blanchett is pretty much wasted in Ocean's 8, Warner's female-centric, though male-directed, take on the heist caper formula that gave George Clooney and Brad Pitt a trilogy of hits in the noughties. More than a decade after the last Clooney-Pitt outing, this but little of the pizzazz and filmmaking brio necessary to make the formula really work. However, it wasn't all bad, with some reviewers praising the movie Time Out. Ocean's 8 sticks to the formula, though Ross never quite matches the breezy vigor of the Soderbergh-directed trilogy, but the jokes land and there's a satisfying twist to bring down the curtain. And, hey, resisting its mischievous spirit is simply impossible. How often is a group of skilled women allowed to be bad? So follow this first-rate ensemble's lead, slip into something fabulous and join the fun. IGN. Ocean's 8 is the most satisfying installment in the franchise. The all-star cast is impeccable, the shift in focus yields sharp insights, and the heist itself is wily and enjoyable. What the film lacks in suspense, it makes up for in style, and that style has undeniable substance. Ocean's 8 arrives in UK cinemas on June 22, after opening in the US on June 8. Want up to